This is going to be interesting, I promise. President Trump just announced a joint venture between the United States and Japan to sell American oil to Japan. This is going to cause major economic boom in both countries. Amazing. Okay, but what's going on here? So this is something that was already done. Yeah, this was a thing before Donald Trump took office. Yeah. Biden administration greenlights LNG exports from Alaska project. There is no joint venture between the US and Japan on this LNG project. It's not a thing. LNG Project Development Company says it has an agreement to develop $44 billion Alaska project. This is a deal between private companies that's already in the works and has been in works for years. Like Donald Trump came out and literally said, Japan wanted to buy LNG and Biden wouldn't sell it. I'm trying to figure that one out. Maybe it was the environment. Japan wanted to buy LNG and Biden wouldn't sell it. That's what we're going with. Anything to take credit, I guess. Anyway, this LNG project has been in the work for years. So what they're doing is up here is, Prudhoe Bay, North Slope, Alaska. There's a lot of oil produced here, and they produce a lot of natural gas, but they can't sell it because they can't get it to the market. So they simply re-inject the natural gas back down into the ground, and it helps the oil, flow from the wells. But they need to come in here and build an 800 plus mile pipeline. This is a natural gas pipeline down to the Kenai Peninsula. And remember, there are companies doing this. They've been working on this for years. This is not a US-Japan thing. The government has nothing to do with this. It's already been approved. I mean, the government approving it is the only thing they have to do with it, but that was done a couple of years ago, right? Anyway, here they will stand up an LNG export terminal and a carbon capture plant. Yeah, so there will be carbon capture alongside the LNG export terminal, and this will be a natural gas pipeline. And this will have the ability to produce about 3.5 billion cubic feet a day of natural gas will flow through this pipeline to this LNG export terminal. And I personally think this is a good thing because the wells already exist and are already producing, right? So it's wasted resources that we're just pumping back into the ground. Yeah. And I like the carbon capture aspect of it. And I like the fact that this is going to be a really good thing for Alaskans who share in the revenue of their natural resources in their state. And Harvest, which is the company that is going to construct the LNG terminal, they'll have contracts in place for buyers overseas in Asia. Maybe Japan, maybe someone else. This is a private company thing. This has nothing to do with the United States and Japan. It has nothing to do with Donald Trump and the dude from Japan. It has nothing to do with government at all. This is a thing that's already in the works. But anyway, I find this whole story fascinating. These are the kind of things that politicians will try to get away with because they know the average American doesn't know about this stuff, right? So he brings, what's his name, Shinzo over, has a meeting, pretends like there's this big deal with Japan, joint venture with Japan. It's not a thing. The whole thing's a fucking lie. This has been going on for years. Thanks.